Hello, so you are planning to get started with your social entrepreneurship journey, and right now you're trying to prioritize and make sure that everything is ready for you to get started. And one of the things that you are paying a lot of attention to is your business model. And basically, in this video, I want to share with you my alternative methodology so that you can get started faster. My name is Solene. I'm the founder of Creators for Good and Social Entrepreneurship Consultant. And every week I share with you tips and tricks for your social entrepreneurship journey. Before I started my own entrepreneurship journey, and maybe you are doing exactly the same as I was doing, I was reading a lot of books. I love reading books, and I felt like I was, getting ready to start my own journey thanks to that. So, like, this is, for example, one of the books that really inspired me to become or to focus on social entrepreneurship. This is another one in French. I don't know how well you can read, but basically it's about profit, planet, and people, and how to innovate in this new way of doing business. But I also read, like, starting a business for dummies. Another one that really inspired me is like Business Model You, a new way to reinvent your career and to start your own business. And all those books, they talked about business model. And also, like, back during my studies, I studied in a business school, and business modeling was one of the things that appeared to be a key step when starting a business. And so I thought I was, on track when I spent a lot of time drafting my business model. But actually, what happened is that, yes, I did that exercise, and it was a bit confusing. It was actually quite hard to like have already all the elements to answer all the questions that need to be answered to put together a business model. And also now I started my business a year and a half ago, and I can share my experience with you that I never ever looked at it again. It never, it was not useful at all. So you might wonder, but I have heard about business model everywhere, like, why everybody is talking about it if it's not useful? First of all, I just want to make sure that we are both on the same page about what a business model is. So a business model is a modelization of all the elements in your business and how they interact with each other. So it's quite different from a business plan when you actually list everything that all the actions that you're going to take. And it's also different from revenue models, which explains basically how you're gonna drive income into your enterprise in order to be able to be sustainable over time. So business model is really like a modelization type of document. Sometimes it's like a one-page thing. It can be even 10 pages. And it is widely used for investors or competitors to evaluate a business. And in this sense, it's indeed an important document to draft. But when you're just getting started, you have like your idea in mind, and you have already tons of things to do in order to make it a reality. Spending time on theoretical tools like a business model is really, really not something that you should focus on. Simply because investors and competitions, they are very useful a bit later on in your social enterprise journey, meaning that they will most likely invest in an idea, or like award, if it's a competition, an idea or a business that has already proven that it's working, that has already some customers and already has done some impact, before they will bet on it for it to grow. So this will be the good time for you to work on your business model once you have tested your idea, once you have found your first customers, once you have already started to make a difference in the world. That's not at all something that you should focus on before getting your idea out there and making it a reality. The sad thing is that I witnessed as a consultant for social entrepreneur is that there are so many early stage or aspiring social entrepreneurs that get a bit stuck with the business model phase. And I've even heard some clients or some people I consult with during free strategy sessions that I offer every month telling me, well, I don't think my idea is gonna work because I've been working on that business model Canva thing for ages now, and I have like pieces that are missing, and I think that my idea is not viable. And you know, like as a consultant and as someone who helps social entrepreneurs get started and basically validate their idea and then reach break even, I know that because you're missing one or two elements of a business model, it doesn't mean that your idea doesn't worth to get started. So the first thing you need to know is why. Why do you do what you do? How does it fit with your personal history? And basically really answer this question why. What brings you to here, so that you can know where you're going to go, and also so that you understand that it's not an idea out of the blue, it has real roots. That's the root of your social enterprise, your why. The second question you need to answer before getting started is what. What services, products, offer are you going to basically create? The third question that you need to answer is who. Who is going to be interested in exchanging money for this product or service that you're going to create? The first question that you need to answer is when. At what time those people will, want to buy your product or service. And then the fifth question is how. How your service, your product is going to help those people to have the transformation that they want, or to basically make a difference in their life. And then the sixth and last question that you need to ask yourself before being able to get started is where. Where do you want to start? Is it going to be a local initiative, a regional initiative, a national initiative, an international initiative? And then where do you want to scale in the future? And once you have answered those 6 questions in a very precise way, trust me, there's no need to get more complicated or more into details, because what you now need to do is to create a pilot and get started trying to find people who would be interested in testing your solution, and then using their feedback to improve it, and then launch commercially and start making both impact and money at the same time, so that you can fuel your social enterprise and then grow into something really impactful. And all the theory thing, the canvas, theorizing really doesn't help. Trust me. It's interacting with people who you want to help that will really help you figuring out how things work and what are the dynamics. The good news and basically the conclusion of this video is that I have prepared a worksheet for you with the 6 questions that I just told you about, to help you answer them in a very precise way and find the right words to express what you have in mind, so that in something like 1 hour you can be done with this theoretical phase and then start planning how you're gonna implement it and make it a reality. So you can download it right under this video, and if you know other people that might find it useful or are struggling nowadays with their social business Canva, then don't hesitate to share this video with them, or maybe even on your Facebook page, Facebook groups that you know, and that would be really helpful for you to help me spread the word about this alternative methodology. And I'll see you next week for the next video weekly tip. Bye bye.